Evet dostlar, şimdi ikinci bölüme devam ediyorum. Bir önceki bölümde çok güzel bir hayatımız vardı. Yardım istemek için birilerinin yanına gidiyorduk. Kamp kurduk, haydutlar saldırdı. Tabii bizim Lord da birazcık çapkınlık yapayım derken arkadaşlarımızın hepsi ne yazık ki öldü. Korkunç düşüş dediğine göre yani harbiden çok kötü. Sıfırdan başlayacağız ve artık yavaş yavaş oyunun içine dahil edeceğiz. Tutorial bölümüne geçtik. Hadi o zaman oyuna kaldığımız yerden devam edelim. Şimdi ne olmuştu? Yaralıydık. Bir tane teyze bize yardım etti. Ve bakalım artık üstümüze tonik bir elbise falan filan verdi. Karnımız aç, onu doyuracağız. Yavaş yavaş artık tecrübe ede oyunda belli bir yerlere gelmeye çalışacağız. Hadi başlayalım. Şimdi kanamam var. Kanamayı durdurmak için ödemez envanterini aç ve eğrilmezse yaralı tüm vücut bölümlerini sağır. Tamam. Önlüğümüzü giyelim. Şöyle. Hepsini kullansak. Onunla kanamamız birazcık düştü. Yarıya indirdik. Oyuncu sekmesinin istatistikleri. Ana sayımız 5. Henry'nin istatistikleri, yetenekleri ve mevcut durumu ile ilgili tüm bilgileri. Bakalım neymiş. Ana seviyemiz 5. Kuvvet 5. Çeviklik 3. Bunların hepsi 16-17 idi. Ama tuniği giydik üşümemek için. Başka da hop,
Wound is still bleeding. Better bandage it up quick before I bleed out.
sardık. Kendimizi sardık. Açız. Karnımızı. Pencereden ye.
That's really good. Aye, true bliss is a full belly.
Ye biraz daha ye. Bir tane daha ye. Tamam. Bu iksir boş ver. Şimdi az biraz dinlensin. Yukarı çıkalım. Yukarıda ne var? Yukarıda teyzenin yatağı var. Kapıdan bir çıkalım. Yol burası şeymiş lan. Kilidi millileşmeyi şuradan dışarı çıkacağız. Oh biraz temiz hava. Ne? Ölü elma var. Oh, onayla. Onayla. Sargı bezini de al. Meşaleyi de al baba. Dayıyı yağmaladık. Bu dayının silahı yok mu ya? Heh. Bunu da al.
This will be the weapon used by the bastard who cut up Sir Hans.
Omurtkan. Çocuğum. Benim de vardı bir tane köpüşüm, hayatımı kurtaran. Burada böyle ahır gibi bir şey. Ne yapacağız? Domuz, domuz. En üstünde bulunan pusula. Dünya içinde gezerken sana yardımcı olacak. O zaman tamam. B, B içinde mi? Allah Allah. Çatıda mı?
Well, seems Bujana isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here.
Bu ne? Bunun B dediği şey mi? Vardı hiç çözüne kadar. Ha lan yıkanacaktık yapardım ya. Unutmuşum. Elimizi temizleyecektik.
I feel like a new man.
Kendini bozunaya göster. Gösterelim. Teyze. Teyze. Teyze.
I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again.
Captain uyandı,
So
Captain.
consider
Hans,
yourself
Captain.
lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well,
Pop.
he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
O ayı verip Hans'ı öldürmeden önce Hans'ı fena haklamış. Burada
What
ne
happened
oldu?
here?
It all
Hatırlamıyoruz.
happened so fast. Hans had a brawl with him outside. Then he staggered in, said something about Fortuna, and collapsed on the floor. And you saw the other fella outside. I didn't get a wink of sleep with that corpse in my yard.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just
Ama
give it to
iksir.
him now. First, we have to deal with
Bizden
that
kesin bir şeyler
fever.
toplamamız
The best
isteyecek.
and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too
Taze
hard
ada
to
çayı
brew, but we'll
ve
need some fresh
papatya lazım.
sage
Tabii
for
ki de.
it. And of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
Easy as pie. I can do that. Ma used to put sage in sauces and served it with meat. I'll check the kitchen.
Christ wounds. Try thinking with your head and not your stomach. We need freshly picked sage, not some dried herb, so listen up. Sage has a purple blossom
Bunun adı
and
çayı.
chamomile
Ne
has
olacak?
white
Papatya
petals
ise
with a
beyaz.
yellow center.
Tamam,
At the
bunları
back of the
biliyoruz.
hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks.
İtibarımız
You
kayboldu.
go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great.
Eyvah.
I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that
Ceset kaldırayım
corpse in
senin
my
için. Atayım
yard.
yere.
Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere, or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
True. I might have been a bit hasty. But leaving him lying around here doesn't seem like a good idea.
And it ain't either. But what can I do? I'll have to take care of it with Pavlena when she gets back. Of course, if it bothers you and you feel up to it, grab the spade by the dung pile and bury
İlle
him by the
gömdürecek
creek.
ya.
The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles.
Yeah. I'll see whether I'm up to it.
İlle gömdürecek ya. Bırak nerede? Bırak. Pata çayı, papatya. Yürek. Yüreğimizi aldık. Şu salağı aldık. Bunu bir yere gömsek olmayayım. Domuza bak. Seni rahatsız etmek istemiyorum domuzcuk. Ne oluyor lan? Bunda mantar da var ha. Şş. Mantarı.
Ah, shit! Oh, my shoulder. Oh, this bastard's hard work. I'll put him down somewhere for a while so I can start digging.
Kazmaya başladık. Bekle birazcık gücümüz. Bırakıyor. Topla bakayım. Belki bir işe yarar. Şunu da alsana lan. Bu ne? Isırganı da toplayalım. Yani bura mı gömeceğiz bunu? Bura çalın. Ya altımızda donmon olsaydı. Ama var herhalde. Dur onları giyelim. Oldukça zorlu bir çalışma. Ay gibi. Dur. Inventory. Bu kirli ya. Bunu tonik, yıpran. Veya düz çizmeler. Olur. Bunu bırak. Çöp. Böyle şu an böyle idare eder. Kanama olduğunda sargı bezini kullanırız. Yine bulacağız. Adaç Allah. Benim zıplasana. Şuradan nasıl atlayamıyor ki? Şimdi tavuk çipiler.
Damn, his shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
Bu ada çayı. Baya,
Purple flower, sage. There we go.
Bunlar da papatya.
That's it. Chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
Bundan alalım hepsini. Al. Ne oldu lan, köpek bir şey havlıyor.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's? I should have some weapon at hand, in case there's any foul play.
Ne yapıyorsun lan?
We're from Lord von Berghoff, and we're looking for those murderers.
I know Lord von Burgo's people, and they've never seen you before.
Lord von Berghoff is reinforcing his garrison on account of them renegades that are wandering around here. We're new.
Oh, should all his people have wagon rocks and shields with his colours?
For Christ's sake, woman, stop annoying me with your endless fucking questions. I'm the one asking the questions. And when I say we're from Berghoff, then we're from fucking Berghoff. Tell me, how come there's all these bloody rags here, eh? Spit it out. The blood's not even dry.
I was teaching two fellas from Chaleoff what got badly beaten up in a brawl in the tavern there yesterday.
Now, isn't that a coincidence? Right at the time when we're looking for two battered murderers around here. Out with the truth, you old hag, or we'll torch the whole place under your feet.
I'm telling you the truth. I treated them and they went on their way. Go and ask in Chaleoff about them.
We'll see about that. Now move! I'll have a look inside.
Better not go in there. There's a fellow from Tachoff lying there with dysentery. Unless you'd like to be lying for weeks in a pool of bloody mucus that's coming out of you both ends at once.
Oi! Oi! All right then, we'll skip the search. But if you're lying, there'll be hell to pay. Cosley, you keep watch over there. I'll have a little look around.
Lan bizim it nerede acaba?
Do you want to...
Oğlum bu geber geber geber. Allah belanı vermesin.
Come on then.
Gel gel gel. Öl. Hiç. Ya arkadaşını da gebertiyor.
Bit longer without food, and I'll really start to be grumpy.
Biraz daha yemek. Nasıl yiyeceğiz?
I'm as hungry as a wolf.
Oyuncu bilgisi.
I'm as hungry as a wolf.
Yemek yiyemiyoruz mu? Hı, ye. Bunda da vardır yemek kesin. Bal şarabı, kurutulmuş levrek. Yaramızı yaramızla saralım. Hepsi. Nerede benim sargı bezim? Yemek. Bu lavuğu öldürmemiz lazım.
What?
Christ! I'm bleeding!
Geber geber. Sen de gömeceğiz mecbur. Domuzcuk merhaba. Peki lavuğu da gömmemiz lazım.
Fuck! This damn shoulder.
Güzel. Gidelim Adaçaylı papatyamızı Hansu ölmeden bir an önce verelim.
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Who do you think they were?
I don't know how much you heard. They came here saying they was from Lord von Burgo, and they was looking for 2 bandits that ambushed some knight yesterday. But for sure they wasn't von Burgo's people. They didn't even have his weapon rocks. But they sure
akıllı.
sounded keen to find you fellas.
Maybe they were from that band that followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship.
Bence de.
Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Burgov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
Tabii doğruyu söylüyorum teyzeciğim. Niye yalan
I
söyleyeyim ben
promise
sana?
you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them.
Sure. No need for thanks. What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds, and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Tabii ki de topladım.
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My
sesini
eyes are
öyle
so
öğretiyor.
bad,
Güzel.
it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
All right, I'll try. But I'm not sure how to do it.
I told you, I'll explain everything. I have a
Kesin
book here with the recipe.
batıracağız ama
But it'll
kesin
be
ben
better if
batıracağım
I
yani.
tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
I should eat something.
Evet. O silahımız kanına. Buradan gözüküyor mu? El ayağı. Evet.
Well done. I got rid of that corpse for you.
God bless you, Henry. Thank you kindly. I'll sleep easier now. And when Ignatius the Gravedigger comes by, I'll get him to take care of the rest. Everything's prepared. There's an alchemy bench in the
Evet.
First, go to the recipe book.
Önce tarif kitabına git. Oku.
Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
Deve diken. Oğlum hepsi nasıl güzel. Türkçe çevirmişler ya. Göz otu Bantu. Kantaron bile var. Papatya. Tüm hastalıkları efendim, Sefeser.
If you've read the recipe, get back to
Dur
the
bir
bench.
teyze okumadım da. Şu def eder. Nasıl bir D lan o şey gibi. Kadınların aylık acılarını dindirir. Çoğunlukla deminden ise mideyi ve kötü düşünceleri yumuşatır ama yanlış bitkilerin üstüse çok derin uykuya yol açar. Tabii ki de daha iyi ve sessiz bir yatmadan önce hafif bir çayını içmek işe yarar. Çoğunlukla
You must
tarhana
have read it by now, surely.
çevikliği ve konuşmayı arttırır. Nane, gelincik, ada çayı. Hı. Nasıl? Ama tarif.
All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
İbri seçimi. O zaman ibrik nerede? Ha, alkol. Şarap, su. Yardım et bakayım. Otacı kadın, eczacı. Ee,
If you don't remember what goes in there, look in the book again.
Şaraba 2 avuç papatyaya ve 1 avuç oda çayına ihtiyacın olacak. Papatyayı ekle ve bir tur kaynat. Papatya
What's taking you so long, lad? You've got the pitchers there on the shelf on the left.
şarap
Just
seçeceğiz.
pick the right one.
Şarap. Peki.
So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to
Alev
get it boiling.
körüklüyoruz. Tamam körükledik.
It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up.
Kazanı yukarı kaldır. Kaldırdık.
Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron.
Şimdi ne yapacağız? Niye olmuyor? Oo. Tamam.
What are you waiting for? Throw in that chamomile.
Teyzeciğim atamıyoruz. Teyze. Papatya çantasından papatya çantası. Burada bir papatya. Ben bir
Don't waste time. Throw it in.
baka girdi sandım. Bir tutam daha.
Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every
Çevirdik.
grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's one turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon
Çevirdim.
as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take one handful of sage,
One
grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron.
At. Ha, öğüteceğiz. Pardon. Öğüt bakalım.
Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the
Bak bakalım
cauldron.
kazana.
You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in.
Al bakalım küçük şişe.
Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Bak teyzeciğim çok güzel ilaç oldu. Her derde deva, şifa. Saat 10.
Here it is.
Well, now, judging by the smell, I'd say you brewed it perfectly. Thanks for your help, Henry.
Happy to help.
Teyzeciğim.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
Önce bir yıkanalım ya. Elimizi yüzümü yıkayalım bir. Uyuyacağız daha sonra. Uyuyalım ve kaydedelim. Sabaha kadar.
Decoction will chase away the fever. You'll sleep better after, and that will give you strength. There's not much more I can do now. It's up to you and the Almighty.
Çok güzel olmuş lan. Kesin gene annemizi görüyoruz rüyamızda ya. Bakalım.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in
Nibble.
Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Oh!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you. Stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
Savaş.
Where's my fucking sword? You know what? I think I'll keep it as a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Ravenna geldi. Merhaba güzellik.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Merhaba güzellik. Seni gördüğüme sevindim. Who are you?
I had dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's
Pavlova.
right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night.
Hans. He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing. And that's the truth.
Anam ne
I
yaptığını
reckon she
bilir.
could bring the
Ve
dead
işin
back to
doğrusu
life.
da bu.
She said she dosed
Canım
you with
anam.
the strongest remedies she knows. And it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah. That sounds like him, all right.
Kesin
And
susmamışlar
what
ya.
about you? How do you feel?
Konuşur.
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous horseman who
Istvan
stole
Toth.
my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
The sword. The last thing Pa forged before they murdered him. It might sound strange, but I feel his soul won't find peace until that sword is back in our family.
It doesn't sound strange at all, and swords are a symbol of kings. It could mean power and responsibility, or war and ruin. After all, a sword has two edges, and it depends who's wielding it.
Sonuçta bir kılıcın iki ucu vardır ve getireceği sonuç onu kullanır.
Thanks, Pavlena. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
Teşekkürler Pavlena.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us! Good morning,
Nice.
Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course, I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first two times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
I made it mad, and when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleyov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, audentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
Uzun adı kısası diye çok
Hans was
uzatmayalım.
badly
Bayağı uzun
wounded
sürecek
during a
yoksa.
night raid on Talmberg Castle, and I had to carry him out of the battle on my back, so he wouldn't fall into enemy hands.
Gracious! Raiding a castle. That must be pretty wild, eh?
Indeed it was. Arrows raining down, outnumbered by hordes of foes mercilessly charging at us from all sides. I'm truly indebted to Henry for getting me out of that fix.
But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falchion and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for, but I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily, I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favor you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things, but I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleyov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Bojana, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
But I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bojana.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlana. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
I really
As
need
Henry
to eat
says,
something.
may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lifer for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the door of the Parkstone will always be open.
Yüreğimizi bırakalım. Bıraktık mı? Belki bırakmışızdır.
Though I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one
Alacağız,
day.
alacağız
I
da
promise you.
şu an
And your sword, too.
Oltun sırası değil ki.
But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Hadi gidelim. Vakit nakittir. Ne maceralara çıkacağız daha. Şifacı teyzemiz. Şifacı teyze bul. Hemen. Bu bölümü de burada bitirelim. Şifacı teyze Bosena. Dostlar izlediğiniz için teşekkürler. Kendinize iyi bakın. Hoşça kalın.